newcomers show up and show out is incredible. But right now we're going to be getting into this match, and if I'm correct, we saw Donkey Kong versus Sephiroth.
This would be interesting. I did not expect this from Clovers, especially on PS2. I feel like he's going to die early, but I guess he knows something that I don't. Maybe he's going to rely on lots of fairs and side Bs to space him out. Maybe that's what we'll see.
Yeah, it's possible he may have a game plan right now, but at this moment, this game plan's kind of getting hit up with 59% tacked onto him, while Donkey Kong has the giant punch locked on deck. Gets back to stage with 20% and 30, both rather even percents, nothing too dangerous. They're both feeling each other out, but given the fact that Sephiroth is at the percent where cargo throw into a ding dong will actually connect and kill, but he has to be careful on how he approaches.
Definitely. Seems like WACK really is trying to get a setup off of his specials. He was going for, I think, a side B trump or something of that sort, and then he also wants to hit down B up smash, which would probably kill Sephiroth on this percent, so it's really good knowledge on his character.
Yeah, and great movement options by Clover to space correctly with that that F smash from earlier, but getting the first two hits of down special into up smash is going to be perfect and going to be resetting the stocks to both at their second stocks and at rather even percents, low percents too. But this is perfect percents for both of these characters to just start getting comboed easily. Sephiroth being a floaty character somewhat, and DK just being a heavy, allows for multiple combos to be initiated from both sides.
They also are some of probably the best characters in the game that can extend off platform, so it'll be really helpful having those PS2 platforms to be able to get combos off of throws like Sephiroth up throw, nair, or DK cargo throw.
Exactly. And missing that giant punch just by a little bit is going to allow for Clover to be a little bit more safe, not having to worry about dying at mid% by that giant punch. Thankfully, but that up smash almost taking it. Getting thrown off stage by Nair, trying to make it back, makes it back with the Octo Slash, but gets hit by the second hit of down B.
Wow, that armor through, that was very good. I was not expecting that. Hit a 35, 2 more hits, and now you're at cargo throw up air percents.
Yep, great awareness by WACK, just utilizing the armor within the giant punch, allowing him to live a little bit longer and tack on more percent onto Clover's final stock. Meanwhile, Clover's sitting at mid% and has some shadow bullets locked onto WACK. Both percent are rather close to each other.
It's very interesting to see, because I think around the time that Clovers will be getting wing is the time that he will be in kill percents for all the combos WACK has been setting up for. It's really, really scary. I think down B up smash will kill and other combos just like that.
Yeah, perfect call out. Amazing adaptation and skill from WACK, just showing up and showing how effective that down special into up smash really is from DK. It really helps him in the matchup, because even in the previous games you see, the previous iterations of Donkey Kong, you never saw something as advanced as what he's doing now. Even in Smash 4, you saw him as grab the character, but now you see him more as a variety of things, not just grabbing. He utilizes so much of his aerial movement, and how he's able to drift is really great for him, and it helps him in many matchups.
Yeah, I think we might be seeing a bigger stage as a counterpick from Clovers, because it seems like WACK was way more prepared to abuse the platform and the movement off them with wave bounce down Bs and things of that sort than Clovers was with his own character. So I think we might be seeing a flatter stage like Kalos or Town, and then we might see a counterpick too, because it seems like WACK knew his kill confirms too well to be able to effectively do anything with a light character like Sephiroth.
Oh yeah, that's very true. So yeah, it is very possible that we will see Clover switching up and going to more versatile character rather than Sephiroth.
If he chooses to stay Sephiroth, one thing I'm hoping to see more is abusing the fact that Sephiroth's counter can very easily hit DK's up B, and then it'll kill him very early. Oh, we're seeing the Corrin. This will be interesting. I've actually very rarely seen this matchup in this game. Two very uncommon characters.
One of the two notable top tier or top level players that do play this character would definitely be Shattuck and Cosmos, but we haven't seen Cosmos in the online era in a minute. And Shattuck has been doing his own thing, being sponsored and all, and doing a lot of streaming, but right now we're not focusing on these players, just mentioning them as we're getting into this game 2 with Clover going Corrin and racking up 42 on DK. With this matchup, it's a very interesting one because most of the Corrin's combos rely heavily on chaining up air consistently, and with DK being such a big body, is going to allow Clover to utilize that to its fullest.
I think this is a really smart pick, especially because of the fact of the platforms with Corrin, because Corrin's one of the really good characters at covering platforms with things like up air and nair and like forward airs, because they're just so wide range. They cover multiple options on a platform, and WACK has been abusing them a lot against Clovers and getting all of his confirms, and I think Clovers wants to stop that, and that's why we're here.
Exactly. Right now, just WACK retreating back to neutral, making sure that Clover doesn't get what he needs in order to solidify another kill, and doing just that, making sure that he doesn't get anywhere near the center of stage to reclaim the neutral. And right now he's just getting juggled 124 to 82.
Yeah, this is really good for Clovers because of the fact that the only mix-up that DK can really use here is wave bounce down B, but the problem is Corrin up air just reaches so far, and Clovers is abusing it so well, it's really, really hard for WACK to land.
Exactly. Yeah, just DK as a whole, one of his major weaknesses is being juggled in the air. He doesn't have anything to really come down to other than nair, and even with nair,
really
it can be very heavy. It's easy to predict. That's what I would like to say.
Yeah, I know that Clovers has been trying to focus on Corrin as his main character more recently, even taking a game off Meister, I think it was, in flat combats with this character.
Yeah, and rightfully so, given the fact that he only lost one of his stocks in that second game with a pretty convincing win with 2 stocks still left on Clover. Wonder what this next matchup will be, and like you mentioned in the past, before this match even started, Town and City was the go-to pick for Clover.
Definitely. I'm wondering what we'll see from WACK though, because I feel like with a character like Corrin, you wouldn't want to go back to PS2 or a stage, that longer stage with platforms, because then you'll just get juggled forever. Maybe we'll see something like a Smashville, because then you have a bigger burst range, and Corrin is not the fastest character, so he'll probably struggle to punish certain things. So I'm thinking.
True. Yeah. If anything, the best option would be that WACK gets Smashville, because then he can utilize the top platform to its fullest. He is able to cargo throw right up to it. Not much of a walk, so it will be difficult for Clover to mash out that quickly in order to be able to live from it. And with the smaller blast zones, that's going to be such a big advantage.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Clovers will be banning Yoshi's Story, Small Battlefield, or Smashville, 2 of those 3. So we'll probably see something like Battlefield, is what I would guess, because the other stages will be banned.
No, that's true. Yep. Sticking with the Corrin and Donkey Kong, this is going to be game 2 of game 3. My apologies, of losers quarters final.
3, 2, 1, go!
And we're going small battlefield. My bad.
This is very good for WACK, because I know that I'm pretty sure that this is, I think, the best stage to get ding dong kill confirmed because of how low the blast zones are. And that's really good.
Yeah, right off the bat, 0 to death coming out from WACK, really showing that he's not just any DK. He is the DK of Maryland and Virginia, and he's just showing it off right now with only 58% of damage racked on, and Clover on his second stock, and still getting juggled or still getting damage racked onto himself.
WACK with the immaculate platform play. 2 times now, he's gotten pratfalls into down Bs. That's really good, because then it sets up for a back air and then an edge guard situation. Abusing the platforms really well.
Exactly. And right now, it seems like Clover's struggling just a bit in order to get this kill off. 102% of damage racked on to WACK's first stock, while Clover's sitting at 60. At this percent, he could really die to anything. But being able to solidify getting that first stock off of WACK is going to allow for a little bit of breathing room for Clover, getting the bearings back together and making sure that they can start racking up more damage and solidify this second stock if WACK can't solidify their stock.
I think this will be very hard comeback for Clovers because WACK obviously knows how to use his character's movement very well, and Corrin has lacking mobility, so it'll probably be hard for him to catch up and get a percent lead without having to trade a lot. And Corrin does not like trades in this matchup.
Ooh, definitely. I don't think anyone would in this situation because any trade is good for DK because he's not trying to win neutral every single time. He just needs one interaction. Like that one that we just saw where he grabbed Clover and threw him off the stage.
Yeah, I know that Corrin is a pretty easy weight to combo because of her speed and size, or her weight and size. So this is probably easy 60% if WACK can get a combo. And he obviously knows what they are, so he'll be extending this for a good lead.
Oh, definitely. And you already see that WACK is doing really well, just throwing his weight around. At this point, he's not trying to save his stock. He's just trying to rack up as much damage as he can within the stock that he has.
Definitely. He's really good at mixing up his recovery. Right before, he did a high recovery that caught Clovers off guard, and now he just recovered low, and Clovers expecting a high recovery and slightly missed the punish.
Yeah. When you see in higher level play of Smash Brothers, you're going to see that most players are going to start mixing up their options, making sure that they are less predictable off stage, because in those situations, that's where you're the most vulnerable.
So Corrin can do lots of damage, so one combo here could even this right up, and then it's just a game of who knows their confirms better.
That's very true. 61% of damage to 35. Clover being sent off stage while WACK is just patrolling the other side of neutral, making sure that they are... but the reverse dunk.
Oh, that was amazing. He knew that Clovers was scared to approach because of his slow speed, so he abused the fact that Clovers was going to use defensive options and then punished him for it. Great play.
That was incredible. Each strong punch that WACK threw out, eventually one of them was going to connect, and the perfect one did.